James, congratulations. We're so excited about this film.
I'm excited.
It's been a long journey. What were your goals in finishing this story that you started?
I needed to honor Rocket. Rocket is the character that I've probably felt closer to than any other character I've ever created. Or I didn't create him, he was created by Bill Mantlo, but that I created for film. He's me in a lot of ways. He's a lot of different things to me, and I love him. And I felt like when for a while I wasn't coming back for Guardians 3, the biggest regret for me was that I wasn't going to be able to finish Rocket's story, that I wasn't going to be able to tell his truth. And being able to come back and do that. But not only Rocket, also Nebula and Mantis and Peter Quill and Gamora, and tell all of their stories is really the most fulfilling part of all this for me.
Now, the big theme with the Guardians is family, and you've obviously been shepherding this family for a long time now. How has this family changed and evolved from the first film to this film?
As people outside of the movie?
No, as a team together within the film.
Well, I think they're like any family. They have their ups and downs. You see characters completely change. I think you'll see a much different Mantis, a much different Nebula, because they grow like actual people do, especially people that are in such extreme situations as living in outer space and having somebody almost murder them and all this other stuff. So there's just a lot of family drama happening, and not all of it's good.
Well, we can't wait to see it. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Karen, Nebula is such an amazing character, so complex and super interesting. What's been the most challenging and the most fun part of playing the role?
I think the most challenging and fun part is the complexity of her backstory and kind of deciding on how to use that in her current personality. So, she grew up with Thanos as her father, and he was terrible to her. She was the scapegoated sibling, the overlooked one, the one that was never good enough. And so that was really fascinating for me to investigate, because I'm an only child, so I don't know what that sibling rivalry is like. So that was fun to investigate and then kind of pull through the performance. And she's filled with anger and resentment, but she's a good person underneath it all, and we're slowly starting to see that.
Now, this film has a certain level of finality to it. It's been a long journey for the team. When it wrapped, how emotional was everybody?
It was really emotional. Like, we were all just watching the trailer for the first time and crying, and then we were on stage in Hall H and just crying in front of the whole audience. Like, everybody is so emotionally invested in their characters and in each other. Like, it feels like a family off screen and on screen, and it's like so sad to think about saying goodbye. I'm not ready. Luckily, the film still has to come out, and we'll do all the press together, so we have like more adventures as people together. But it's really sad.
I don't think we're ready either, but congratulations again. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much.
To speak with you. Now, this has been a journey for you and the team. Like, how did it feel to be part of this third film with a certain level of finality? How emotional?
It was pretty emotional the whole way through. I mean, not just the ending, which was incredibly emotional, but the whole journey of making the movie. We were all on the same page. We cared a great deal. And we wanted to make something exceptional that the audience would respond to, and I hope we did. I don't know if we did or not, but I know that we tried, and that's it, right? That's the meat of it.
Well, speaking of the audiences responding, you just came out of Hall H. How did it feel to experience that kind of passion and intensity for your film?
Hall H, that's why we do it. I mean, that's why that's why we do what we do is the fans pay our salaries, and so to see them all there and excited and cheering, it is the greatest feeling in the world. And I want to, I want to please those people. I want them to be happy with what we did. It's like we're doing our best.
Well, we're very excited, and your best is pretty darn good. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, Nerds of Color, I did an interview for you guys, didn't I? Yeah.
We're so happy to chat with you again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, Evolutionary. Like, how challenging was it preparing for this role?
It was actually surprisingly challenging because it really drew on my, I don't know if you know, a lot of my experiences with Shakespeare, and I found myself tapping into years of that experience to play this guy, as you will hopefully see in the movie. So it was more challenging than I thought it was, vocally, physically, emotionally, because James really tracked a journey for him. So it was a very wholesome character to play.
Now, the Guardians of the Galaxy filmmaking team have been together for a while now, and you're kind of a great new addition. But was there anybody who really welcomed you to the team and made you feel comfortable on set?
I'm not just saying this to feel to give something diplomatic. They really, for being a room full of superstars, they were all so lovely. From day one, I felt like the new kid at school, but they never let me feel that way, right from top down, from James all the way down to Beth, who was the set designer, to my Alexia and the guys that did my makeup. There was nothing but warmth in that, and it's an environment James insists on, and you see the effects of that in his work, you know.
Wonderful. Well, we're very excited to see you on screen. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Adam Warlock, I mean, are you aware of how excited fans have been and eagerly anticipating your character?
Dude, I don't know. I thought I was, and then I went into Hall H. I was like, oh, I didn't know how many people even, knew who my character was. I'm super touched by that. It means, all the more to be a part of it and to know that the character's beloved by the fans. A little bit of pressure, too, I'll be honest with you. But I'm very grateful.
Now, the Marvel superhero training regimen is legendary. Can you talk a little bit about what went into preparing for this role?
Yeah, well, I'm super lucky, man. I work with a team of professionals who, put me through my paces, but while also kind of, making sure I was taking care of my mental health in the process, which was really important. And I was so lucky. I had so many people kind of do so much of the work for me. And, it was literally my job for a period of time to work out and eat. So, I'm very lucky in that respect.
Well, congratulations. We definitely can't wait to see you on screen.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Fanboys, professional artists and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.